It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's all up next.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Etienne is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Josh Allen coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is fielded at the 27. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Caught right side, Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
On third down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down and 8. It's a throw again as Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
This will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man open, it's Ross. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught, and he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Hurts. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Josh Allen in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
A first down carry for Barkley. He juked him. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Eagles get a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's 17-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Patterson's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the turnover, a huge break. They'll start 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Lawrence will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Oh, no.
And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right,
this
Coach,
was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go.
3.
The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, Lawrence work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 15-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
and where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go, man. Let us dictate. We need 6 on this drive.
Running left, it's Barkley. Oh, what a move. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3rd and 2. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's showtime, baby.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Handoff running left is Etienne. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On play action, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Jags' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding is agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as a tackle made at the 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Barkley again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 35. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long.